I didn't type the right ID number. That's my fault. All right, sorry. That was my fault. I was not typing it the right way. All right, Rose is heading to class, so I don't think she's gonna hop back on. Okay, so pretty much what I was just saying was like, like check your feed, check what you're posting, because like I check you guys all the time. I make sure that like if I see something that like is a little bit like on the spammier side, that I'm like, oh, that's definitely in the photos to avoid album, I'll reach out to you and be like, hey, use this photo instead. It's gonna be more responsive to the people that are seeing your post. But like when you post something that looks kind of like people are gonna think that same thing, like that's like in this day and age, like photos are attraction. So just make sure that you're checking and seeing and whatnot. The next thing is negative. Are you posting negative or positive content? Okay. You are a business owner now. Okay. Or you have been a business owner for the last 2 years. No one wants to hear about your baby daddy drama. No, not that either of you have this, but I'm just saying, I'm recording this, so this is for anyone. But no one wants to hear about your baby daddy drama. No one wants to hear about you and this other girl getting into a fight on social media. No one wants to hear about like just crappy stuff. People go on to social media to just try and get something out of it. Okay. People go on social media to try and get something out of it. So if you're posting negative, you are going to attract negative people, and you don't want that. But if you're posting positive, you're going to attract positive people. Okay. So people are going onto social media to get something out of it, right? So if you're posting positive, they're going to get that out of it. If you're posting negative, they're going to draw into you because you're being negative and they need to be negative. But if you're posting positive, they want that positive and influence in their life. Okay. So think about that. You can't be Target isn't posting that they're so salty that Walmart got $1,000 in sales more than they did, right? Target's not posting about how bad of a day that they had and how they had a spill on aisle 5 that day. That's a business, and you are running a business. So just think of it that way, and just think like what I like when I when I look back on my time hop from 2 years from now, am I going to say, why the heck did I ever post my dirty laundry out on this social media platform? Because that's what you're going to attract. If you are negative, you are going to attract negative people, and you don't want that in your business. You do not want negative people in your business. So just keep in mind when you're posting, is this negative or is this positive? And I'm not saying that we don't have bad days. Okay. I am not saying that, guys. I have bad days all the time where like I just sit and I cry and I have a bad day, and that is 110% normal, 110% normal. But you're running a business, and so you have to present yourself that way. And it's okay to share like, hey guys, like I had this bad day, but turn it around. Okay. People want to see things turning around, and you want to turn it around. You don't want to be sitting in that pity party for yourself. You don't want to be sitting in sadness. Nobody does. Nobody wants that. And so just, reach out to someone, reach out to me and be like, Jill, I'm having a shitty day because X, Y, and Z. I need something, and I'm here to fill you back up. I promise you that I am here to fill you back up. So please just know that I'm always here. Mindset. Okay. That's number 2. Mindset. Whatever you speak comes true. So you have to, and also think. So you have to be so careful and diligent with your words. Okay. If you are saying, I can't sign anyone, I suck at this, I can't do this, that is what's going to happen. You will suck at it. You won't sign anyone, and you will not do this. But if you say to yourself, I am a distributor signing machine, I am so worthy of everything that this life can give me, I am a customer signing machine. I am an amazing leader. I am 20 pounds less than what I am right now. Like, or I'm going to be 20 pounds less. Like, just speaking that into existence. You guys, something about our words and our mind are so powerful when you connect it, when you say, and it connects to your brain. Like, it's so crazy. So when you're having those days, um, oh, sorry, I wrote notes. This is why I'm looking at my notes. I just want to make sure I'm staying on track because that's my blue personality. I mean, is I'm always off track. But if you say you can't, you won't. Like I just said, like you won't, and it's just crazy. You just have to be careful. Like writing down 5 things a day for me has been a game changer. Like writing down 5 I am statements every single day for me has been perfect. Like that is what I've needed. Like I am going to be a great wife. I am amazing at what I do. I am an awesome teacher. And when those days where I feel like I don't even know why I'm in the profession that I'm in, like I think about it. And I'm like, no, I'm an awesome teacher. I got this. I am an awesome business owner. I am going to help so many people. And when I say those things, like I believe it down to my core at this point because I've been saying it over and over and over and over again. And now I'm reaping those benefits of all the things that I've been saying. Because when you say it, it turns your mind and it's just crazy. So think about what you're saying. Think about what you're doing. And think about what you're thinking. The next thing too is another thing with mindset is if your mouth is closed, right? If your mouth is closed, your business is too. So think about that. Like if you are not speaking life over this business, if you are not talking to people about this business, if your mouth is closed, your business will be too. So you want to be talking, you want to be sharing, you want to be out there and just sharing just life and products and what this opportunity is going to do for you. So just make sure. And then, yeah, I already said that. Like what you're posting is what you'll attract back to you. You're posting negative, you're going to get negative people. You're posting positive, you're going to get positive people, and that's what you want. That's what you need. You always want to surround yourself with people that are going to fill you up. And then, so this was another great thing that I someone had said was, just like Target, I'm going to bring back up Target, just like Target, it doesn't just open its doors, right? So yeah, they're open every day, Monday through Sunday, again and again, or Sunday through Sunday. I don't know how you would word it that, but they're open every single day. Not 24/7, but 7 days a week they're open every single day. But they don't just open their doors, right? They get in your email. They send you, hey, here's a $5 coupon. Hey, it's 20% off this makeup line. Hey, $5 off these throw pillows. Like they are getting in your inbox. And then all of a sudden, one time you get a text message or something from Old Navy saying, hey, $5 for all pairs of jeans. And you're like, oh, I need jeans right now. Perfect. I'm getting them. $5. What's great about our business is that we are always on clearance. Our customer program is always on sale. It's always on clearance. We always can give 40% off no matter what, right? So we can do the same thing. We can get in people's emails, we can get in people's inboxes and be like, hey girl, 40% off of our skincare line right now. I'd love to help you get your hands on it. Just getting in their inbox and telling them about the deals and just reaching out that way. So I just wanted to come on and say that. And that was some of the tips. And reaching out to 5 people, you're going to make some progress, but think of it this way. Like this lady, Carrie, that is an ambassador. She said, one day I reached out to 100 people and 6 people came back. That's 6%. Okay. Sometimes people reach out to 100 people and they get eight back. Sometimes you reach out to 5 people and all 5 message you back. But that whole number thing, sometimes you reach out to 100 and you get 5. Sometimes you reach out to 5 and you get 5 responses. But you just got to keep going. You got to keep your mouth open. For me, that's never a problem because I never stop talking. However, for some of you guys, it may be more of an issue. So just keep talking. Just keep your mouth open because that means that your business is open. But yeah, so I wanted that. I mean, that's really what I wanted to come on and say. And I mean, I had so many takeaways from last night, and I just I feel like, oh, I'm just still absorbing all the information that she shared. She was so awesome. She was so great. I loved her. But she's just a person, just like you and me. You know, she said, like, I am, and it, I'm always like, yeah, okay, they're just people. Like, you make millions of dollars like a day. Like, yeah, sure, you're just a person. But like, like being across the table from her and like actually sitting and talking with her, like, she's just a person like you and me. And she's no different. She didn't have like a special power. She didn't have anything great. She just had hard work and dedication. And guess what? She sat and she did nothing for 6 months when she started network marketing. 6 months. We're already ahead of that. We've already started out the gate. All three of us here on this Zoom right now have started since day one. So we're already ahead of that. So just think to yourself, what could you do in 6 months? What could you do in a year? What could you do in 5 years? What could you do in 8 years? If it took you 8 years to make 20 grand a month, would you still do it? Yeah. I make like 2 grand a month now at this point, not even. Of course. I definitely not even. I don't even make 2 grand with my job, not with It Works, which is also a job, with my teaching salary. So just think of it that way. Like if it took you, all right, let's think ambassador. If it took you 8 years to make $200,000 a month, would you continue to do this and work at it every day? Yeah. I know what your answer is. The answer is yes, because you'd be crazy if you said no. So just keep going, keep at it. Did either of you have any questions? Rach, if you're talking, you're muted. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Okay, now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
I lost you. I can't hear you. Eh, I still can't hear you. Maybe mute yourself and then unmute yourself again. See if that works.
Okay, sorry. Can you? Oh, okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay. I don't know. I think I just like. I feel like when I post, like, not like anything that really business, like a personal thing, like I feel like I like just say the same stuff over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, is there a way to like incorporate like a little like sale, like a not promotion, or like just promoting like the triple threat thing? Like, how could I like put that in a status to get people wanting to get that or asking questions about it? Like, instead of putting it on my story, like, can I like post stuff like that instead of a personal post every day?
Yeah, absolutely. And I also want to say, Rach, yesterday I was at the meeting, and Megan Moulton is one of our presidential diamond leaders too, and I was sitting next to her and I was like, can we just like look at Rachel's post real quick? I was like, she is amazing. Like she just is out there and like she is sharing her story, and that like your posts are already amazing. So stop being so hard on yourself. But I get what you're saying, because sometimes it's hard for me to think of a post too. I know that you have been drinking your greens lately. I know that you love our thermo fight and fat fighters and whatnot. You want to talk about that. So post a picture, okay? Post a picture of your food. Post a picture of you out. Post a picture of just you with like a funny face, whatever it is, just life, and talk about being like, let me think if I can think of an example. So like, for example, for Halloween, right? Ashley made a post, and she was, I think, maybe I'm making this up, but here's a good idea. She was taking a bite of her kid's candy, and she was like, oh man, like, I'm gonna, like, thank God for these fat fighters or these carb blockers, because I totally just dug into my son's candy stash or whatever, and just like relating life with it. So it's not just like, here's the cleanse, this is what it does, here's how it's going to change your body, blah, 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 all in a post, but like, oh man, I'm so excited, I'm going to drop pounds, who's with me, while I'm like going to post like this, or posting a picture of my food for that day. Like, we just have steered away from just posting a picture of what the product is and just word vomiting what it is. We have just tried and like drip it into our life. And I'll tag you, Rachel, in drip posts so that you can see what I mean. Let's see if I can find it. But does that help?
Yeah, that helped. I think, I mean, it's probably all just a learning process. Obviously, I've gotten better at it from them the first day. And I know I'm not gonna like sign people like or like as a loyal customer like the second I text them, but
Yeah.
getting people interested is still good, right? Like and getting
Absolutely.
talking to them about it.
Absolutely. So the thing that I just tagged you in,
Okay.
so a lot of the wording is great. But I noticed that a lot of the pictures they're a lot outdated, and they're pictures of someone with the product. I wouldn't even do that. I really wouldn't. I would just do a picture of you, or a picture of like once you have already made the greens like in a container instead of just the greens container out in front. So I like the wording on some of these posts, but don't look at the pictures. Like if you need help with that part, I'll give you more information on that. But like for example, when Ashley was talking about the Fat Fighter, she had a picture of her eating the candy, and then but there was no picture of the Fat Fighters on the post. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. So like because what I do on my stories is that like I'll like take a boomerang of like me with my greens instead of on my story matter.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I post pictures of the products too. I do a lot of like before and afters. If you go into Live Love Rep and you go into the albums, there's like product testimonies, there's like before and after pictures and stuff like that. So definitely check those out. But I do want to say something about something that you just said,
Yeah.
and it falls back onto when you speak things, it's going to come true. So you said, I know I'm not going to sign people right away. Don't think that. Don't think like that. I literally had a guy, I thought he was spamming me because he was so interested and he wanted it now and just was like, okay, I'm ready to order. Okay, I'm ready to order without like any information. And I was like, like this hasn't happened to me in a while. But he ended up ordering 193 BV that day. Like he just wanted these products. He needed something so bad and just was like, I was just like, okay, like here's this information. Here's my website, like whatever. So like just because you talk to someone the first time and that they don't like, that person doesn't get started right away doesn't mean that someone isn't going to. So just be open to it, say like, hey, I'm going to sign someone today. I'm going to help 5 people by the end of this week. Like just go in with that determination of wanting to help someone, and you will. I'm serious. You will. The one thing, I mean, I've had people message me on our team this week, not like our specific team, but Live Love Rap, being like, Jill, like, I can't believe you signed so many people this like week. What have you been doing? And like the only thing that I have changed in these last couple months that I haven't been doing this last year is self-development and like daily affirmations and just pouring into me. So I feel like I can pour into others. When you have so much love in your heart for you and for just like life, you're able to give that, and you're able to receive more when you give. So just like, and I know that that's not going to come natural, and I know that you're still so new in this, so please don't think like, okay, Jill, you're a load of crap, like but like just know that like you can do this, right? I love that you have the mindset of like, I'm not going anywhere, and I know that this might take me a little while, but I'm not going anywhere. Like I love that mindset. I wish everyone would have that, but also have the confidence to know that you can do this right away. Like it doesn't have to take a while. You can do this right away.
Yeah, and like, how do you like introduce like signing the person as a distributor? Because most people like don't understand like why would they join something they don't really know about, like someone just randomly asking them if they want to sell stuff, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I'll go through like a conversation of what I would have with someone.
Okay.
Let's see if a solid potential of mine. Let me see if I can find mine and Rose's conversation. I followed up with Rose a lot. She knows that. Oops, never mind. She was a potential customer at first. Let's see if I can find hers, this girl. All right. So for example, I had reached out to this girl and I said, hey, like I love following you and I've felt super compelled to reach out to you lately. You may be totally happy with where you are in life, but if you're looking for a new blessing, freedom of time, or a chance to stay home with your work, or even make this as a side job, I had to at least message you and see if you'd be open to more information about what I do. She says, thanks, like I'm all set, or she says, hey, absolutely, I'd be totally open, whatever. And so I said, I partner with this amazing company called It Works. It has health and wellness. It's a health and wellness company that has over 50 plant-based products. They've totally transformed my body from the inside out. I work from my phone completely by networking and advertising on social media and from wherever I am. I started this a while ago because I was working crazy hours just to pay down some student loan debt. I feel like you'd be a blast to work with. Would it be okay if I shared you a video about what we do? And she says either yes or no, or like, thanks so much, like, absolutely. I have made a video and I can send it to you, like 15 minutes long. And I personally made a video just talking about like who I am, why I got started, and then like talking about the most common fears that other people have before they get started in this. And I can send that to you and you can share it with people. And then they say like, I'll follow up with you in a little bit about the video. Then I say like, hey, how'd you like the video? Do you have any follow-up questions? They say yes, blah, 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 or they say, no, I have no more questions. And I say, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you to get started? And they say 1, they say 10. If they say 1, I say, okay, what's holding you back? We have that conversation. If they say 10, say, okay, what's your number? Let's get started right now. Or they say, I have to think about it. I said, okay, no problem. If you have questions, I'm here. Or can I ask what questions you may have? And I start answering those questions. So you just have to go through, some people are going to be interested right away and some people are going to say no, and ask them why no. Ask them why they don't want it, why they don't want this opportunity. And then they can tell you their fears and then you can help squash those fears. I know that you've sent me conversations in the past. Keep doing it. The way that you're going to get better with wording is hearing what I have to say, or hearing just like me giving you an example of like, hey, send this back, or hey, this is what I suggest. Or I might even say, Rachel, what do you think that you should say? You send me something and I'm going to tweak it and send it back to you. You know what I mean? Like this being open in conversation with me so that I can help you and guide you through the way, so that you learn. Like I look back at my messages that I sent 3 years ago and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I had anyone get started with me because I sounded like a crazy person. It was like straight up like 10 pages long of what I was giving them information. The one thing that I've learned is just when you're in a conversation with someone, answer the question that they're asking. Okay. Then say, what else can I tell you? Then they ask a question. Answer the question. What else can I tell you? Don't give them a 20-paragraph message. Answer the question. Ask if they have any more. If they say yes, answer that question. If they say no, say, okay, let's get you started. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Ashley? Rach, any more questions? Ashley's dying over there. Oh my gosh, I was dying. Ash, when you were like, when Rose was like, 6 sounds good, 6, and you were like, yeah, earlier the better.
I'm tired.
Oh, girl. All right, well, thank you guys for hopping on tonight. I talk about you two and Rose all the time and how awesome you guys are and how I can't wait to see where you go with this business with me. And just like, you guys are just amazing. So I love you all. And I'll probably do another Zoom. Actually, maybe I'll wait until the weekend because I know that this is Thanksgiving week. And so I know a lot of people are busy. But that doesn't, just because it's Thanksgiving this week does not give you an excuse to not work your business. Just saying.
Honestly, if anything, that probably makes it easier because there's more things to talk about. Like I can take a picture of my Thanksgiving plate and be like, well, I'm gonna have a thermal fight and a fat fighter because I'll still burn calories and burn the fat. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
It makes more sense.
On Thanksgiving, every Thanksgiving I post about fat fighters and how I never have that Thanksgiving nap feeling after eating dinner because I have my fat fighters and it makes me feel fine after eating.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And you're surrounded by family and friends that you can be like, hey, I started this. I don't know why I started. I'm just super excited about it. I use these products. They work. It's literally called It Works because it works. And then the conversation starts flowing. So, all right. I'm super proud of you guys. I'm going to go put in some work. And I know that you guys are going to do the same.
Yeah, once I get to my destination, because I can't do it while I'm driving. I can barely drive.
One of these times that you come down, can we please get dinner?
Oh my god, yeah, what the hell? Of course.
I'm like, she comes down to Methuen all the time. Why hasn't she said, hey Jill, I'm coming over, let's have dinner?
Oh my god, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh, you work tomorrow.
I work during the day tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Because I don't know if I'm staying another night or not. But yeah, I'll definitely let you know next time I come down. I'll try to come down on a weekend so
Okay.
you're not working.
Yeah, I mean, Sundays are fine. Friday nights, whenever you want to come.
Okay.
We can even have a little team. I'm going to do that. I'm going to plan a little Christmas team party.
We should do a Secret Santa thing.
I'm doing it. Maybe a PJ Christmas Team Kniff party. I'm doing it. Ashley, you're going to have to help me plan this because I don't have that. Bye.
Yes, that's such a good idea.
All right, we're doing it. Done.
Okay.
All right, you